So what is mindful intimacy? I mean, it's a word or a combination of words you rarely hear, right? I mean, how many people are talking about how mindful they are during the act of being intimate with their partner? It's very, very few. As a matter of fact, most of us just think of the end result, right? And especially if you've been with someone for a number of years, you're going to be thinking of, well, this is fun and this is great. And I can't wait to reach that place of release. I can't wait for my partner to reach that place of release. And all of that is fine. But I'm going to switch it up quite a bit. And I'm going to say we need to slow it way down. We need to get in touch with our mindful approach to intimacy. And what does that mean? Well, first of all, it's knowing your partner's wants and needs, right? You can't be more mindful than that if you don't know what they enjoy during the act of intimacy. If you don't ask them, hey, do you like the way that I kiss? Do you like the way that I nibble your ears? Do you like the way that I gently touch the inside of your thigh? Do you like the way that I go down on you and perform on you? Is there anything that you'd like me to do differently in any of the things that I do? Would you like me to do them either more softly or slowly or more firmly? Like, this is mindful intimacy, right? It's getting to the heart of the issue, getting to the core of the issue, finding out, is your partner super satisfied? Most of us are so, oh my gosh, codependent that we're afraid if we say, I like the way you kiss, but I wish that you would use your tongue more. Or I like the way you kiss, but I wish that we would kiss while you're inside me, or whatever it might be, right? It's like we're afraid to say those things because we're afraid of rejection, judgment, abandonment, etc. And yet it's through the risk and conversation about intimacy that we can become more mindful. And the more we know what our partner loves, desires, and needs, the more we can serve them. I've worked with couples where the husband hasn't said anything for 10 years, and then he finally said something when she said, is there something missing here? And he said, I love when you wear dark eyeshadow, and I'm so embarrassed to tell you that because the times you've worn it, it drives me nuts, but I'm afraid to tell you what to do. And she looked at him and said, oh my God, if that turns you on, I'll do it all the time, right? And then we had a woman I was working with where the husband used to draw her a bath before they made love, and he would draw the bath and she would get all clean, and then she'd put lingerie on and all these kind of things. And at the end of the day, he said to her, I got to tell you something. It's so exciting to see you coming out of the bathtub and putting your lingerie on. Like, do you mind if I just sit and watch you? And she was shocked. At first she said, isn't that weird, David? And I said, oh my God, he's looking to worship you. Are you crazy? This is like phenomenal. That's part of mindful intimacy, is knowing what your partner loves, knowing what they don't love, knowing and asking them, do I do this correctly? Would you like this done a little differently? See, this is all mindfulness. Then the last segment of mindful intimacy is staying in the present moment when you're kissing. Staying in that present moment, like being full involved and feeling your partner's lips and feeling their tongue and your lips and their tongue. So you got to see, this is mindfulness. You're really into it. You're in the present moment. And it's the same thing with any other physical act that you would do with your partner. Stay present. We're not thinking of other things. We're not thinking of dinner, or we're not thinking of what we need to do at work or anything. We're staying in the present moment. And I will say, from a man's perspective, one of the greatest things we can do is make sure, if we're with a woman, is to make sure that she's fully satisfied every time that we have an intimate act. Now, I could say the same thing to women too, like make sure your man is really satisfied. Men in general have an easier time being satisfied in the world of intimacy than women do. It's a well-known fact for multiple reasons that I don't have to get into. But if you're a guy, speak to your woman, speak to your partner, ask them questions, make sure you're doing everything that really turns them on. And if you're a woman, oh my God, break out of your shell and do the same thing. Look at your partner, ask him if the way you do X is appropriate. Would you like it longer? Would you like it slower? Would you like me to touch you differently? This is all mindful intimacy. And then the very last thing I'm going to say, when your partner is in that orgasmic stage, allow them to revel in it and revel in it with them. Use beautiful words, encouraging them to continue the experience, to go deeper, that you're right with them. This is mindful intimacy. And I promise you this, if you can start slow, and if you need help, reach out to us on talkdavid.com. We offer everyone a free 20-minute phone session. If there's something I'm saying that you go, oh, I need some help with words, David. I want to send my partner a text, but I'm not sure if the words are right. I don't want to be overly aggressive or anything like that. We can talk for 20 minutes, absolutely free. And then we work with people from all over the world. And right now we've got some unbelievable discounts because of the inflation, with our coaching and counseling program. So go to talkdavid.com. There will always be 4 books for you for free. And let's change the way we are intimate with our partner today. I'm David Essel. Need any help? Go to talkdavid.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Buzzsprout podcast channel. Have a beautiful day and an incredible lovemaking session maybe tonight.